Alright, now we're going to go over how to beat cover 2. And this is how I want you guys to think of these coverage shells. So now that we get to the zone portion, so cover 2, it says it right in the name. Cover 2, aka 2 deep blues. Cover 3, aka 3 deep blues. And then cover 4, obviously, will have, 4 deep blues in the field. So, and really think about that. Cover 2, it only has 2 deep blues compared to cover 4 has 4 deep blues. Think about what's the responsibility of the deep blues. Obviously, to guard deep. And cover 2 zone, obviously, it has the least amount of deep blues. So really ask yourself, what's going to be the weakness of this defense? It has the least deep blues, which are guarding deep. So we're going to attack deep. That's going to be the weakness of this defense. And again, we're going to utilize a real life concept here. It's called just verticals. Again, we want to attack this defense vertically because that's where the least defenders are, or this is the base coverage with the least amount of deep blues or deep coverage. So again, we're going to be able to exploit this deep. So again, we're going to utilize, again, this is just basic math. It's a 2v1 matchup here. So I'll show you guys in the replay there. See? So the free safety, what's going on in this play is the free safety's responsibility is that deep sideline, because again, the deep half has to drift out towards the sideline. Again, this is his first responsibility. So what happens here, again, it's a 2v1. One person can't guard 2 people, unless they're right next to each other. So again, this deep half has to respect this outside phase first, because that's his main responsibility. And then he's going to give up this middle portion of the field here. Because again, he's not going to be able to guard both guys at the same time. And again, we're just exploiting a 2v1 matchup. And again, this is a real life concept. And you might say, oh, well, that's just, and trips, trips is just too good. Okay, now let me go to another formation. Let me go to an off meta formation just to show you guys again. And this is not about the play setups right now. Again, this is about applying concepts. Being able to see what works for certain coverages. Then you can develop your own plays. Again, not as much focus on the actual play setups itself. It's just kind of, I hope you guys understanding, why, this is getting open versus cover 2. Now that you kind of understand the weakness of cover 2. So again, let's just go to a random, gun spread formation. Again, same concept. We're going to utilize the verticals concept here. And again, 2 deep, cover 2, aka 2 deep blues, aka the least amount of deep blues out of any base coverage. So, again, we're going to attack deep. And again, as you see here, the free safety, he has to respect that deep outside. Again, he has 2 receivers coming in his area versus he's the only defender back there, and he has 2 receivers running into his area. So he has to respect his responsibility first, which is his deep outside, and he does that. And that's what's going to give up this pass deep down the middle. And again, just basic math, a 2v1 matchup here. So again, just a quick recap versus cover 2. Cover 2, aka 2 deep blues. So again, we want to attack this deep down the sideline. And I'll actually show one more thing versus cover 2. Because again, I showed you guys attacking deep down the middle. Another thing you can do versus these cover 2s are attack the deep outside. So as soon as he gets outside of that cloud, you can usually pass lead this. Again, this might not always stay the same on every single Madden, but one thing that will stay the same on every single Madden is either the deep middle is going to be open or the deep sideline is going to be open. In this particular Madden on Madden 21, the deep sideline does get it. Cover 2 is exposed on the deep sideline on this Madden. You can throw these fades outside the numbers or outside the cloud fats once it passes, because again, this guy kind of has 2 people coming in his area, so he's not super decisive on which one to go to, because either way he's going to give up a big play. So this guy kind of just has to pick his poison here. So again, we want to be attacking the deep middle portion of the field versus cover 2 and the deep outside with these fade routes. Pass that outside.